Today's a new day, and there's a lot of sunshine, a lot of rays in the sky, and my heart is so bright, and it feels like a gold mine. Yeah. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, Cece Speaks, and if this is your first time joining me, thank you. I am Cece, and today I want to speak on something that I've been contemplating for the past few days. I apologize, I do not have a Black business feature today. I have not been doing my due diligence and keeping in contact with or reaching out to business owners and entrepreneurs, so my bad. I will be back next week with that part of my video. I've just been dealing with a few emotionally heavy things, so I will be back on track soon. But that's also what I want to talk about today. I've been dealing with a lot of doubt lately, and the doubt isn't, whether or not I'm capable of achieving everything that I want to do and the things that I have planned. It's about whether or not they can happen, and whether or not I can make the most out of the experience. Whilst roaming around my room, because I have nothing else to do, I came across something that my mom gifted me, and it's this. We give each other like different gifts, like paintings that we've done or quotes that we've added onto postcard of sorts, and this one was for my birthday of 2018, and my mom said to me, "Behind you all your memories, before you all your dreams, around you all who love you, within you all you need." And I put this in my window so that when I go to open up the curtains every morning and let the light in, I'll see it and remind myself of the fact that I have support. I am capable of whatever I put my mind to, and I can pull from everything that I've experienced, every skill, every strength that I have to be able to make it happen. And it relates to a lot about what I've been thinking in these past few days. I've been worried that my YouTube wasn't going to go anywhere. I've been worried about making decisions for my career. I've been worried about whether or not I want to go back and whether or not it's worth it to go back and get my MBA like I'd planned before I'd graduated. And that also brings me to my other thoughts, is that we make plans a lot of the time, and when things don't go to plan, we feel like we've failed. At least I do. I feel like I failed sometimes. But then there's an inkling of realization that I may have the greatest, most elaborate plans, but I have to remind myself that that person, that being up there, has even greater plans. So I just want to speak on how I get by on, or how I thrive in the midst of doubt and fear. I know that I come like very put together and articulate in other videos, and I'm very formal most of the time when I present myself publicly, but I just want to be real in this one. Like this video today, I had plans for it. Did I stick to those plans? No, because I just didn't feel it. And the way that I make decisions is, I evaluate what it is that I'm trying to do and the paths that I could take. And then I plan on I loosely plan, because I understand and anticipate that it won't go as planned. But in making decisions, I take risks. I took a risk coming to Washington, D.C. Did I doubt myself about whether or not it was the best choice? Yes, I did. Did I fear the unknown? Yes, I did. But I thought back to this. And it always reminds me, and not just this, but other things too, always remind me that there is never a greater plan than what the universe has for you. We don't know exactly what we're doing most of the time. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I know that there's a goal that I have for myself that I set to achieve and accomplish, but there are many doubts. There are fears that I have internally that may impact those decisions and then might throw me off my path later or onto a different path even. But at the end of the day, what I always try to remember is that we all navigate this world in very different ways, and there is no linear straight path to success, to peace, to knowledge, nirvana, whatever your goal is. There's no straight line path to it. I believe that I have read enough and talked with enough people to understand that failure is a part of success. It's not in spite of it. Failure is not to be avoided, it's to be sought after. And I think that is what I truly try to accomplish by taking risks like moving to DC, taking on a field that I wasn't so sure about, holding off on law school, holding off on my MBA, like all these plans that I had for myself. I took the risk of turning to an entirely different idea of what I wanted for myself because I knew that even if I failed, it would contribute to my success in the end. And I think that the first thing you have to do is understand what it is about yourself that you truly believe in, and put your faith in whatever you deem is worth pursuing. What I mean when I say I have no idea what I'm doing, I know very well, what steps I'm going to take to get to where I want to be, what short-term steps I'm going to take, what action I'm going to put forth in order to achieve and accomplish my goals. But I never know what obstacles will present themselves. I never know how I'm going to react when I am faced with adversity, like adversity that I have never experienced. I didn't plan on being in DC, the nation's capital, doing marketing. Like I came to DC in 2019 for the first time, wanting to do politics and policy like every other pre-law student, like any other poli-sci student. You understand that when you come here, you want to be involved in the process of how this nation works every day. But that wasn't their plan. For me was to pursue something even more challenging in my perspective, more innovative, more something that presented more failure, more risks. And that excites me. I don't know why. I think that I get that from my mom's, because she's always been like that. Like, she never anticipates, success to just come. She always anticipated that she'd have to struggle some in order to get where she really needed to be, because she understands that through failure, you learn so much about yourself. You learn so much about the better way of doing things and what you need in terms of factors, tools to get to where you truly want to be. So I think that has influenced my ability to just go and just do it. Like, I knew that this whole opportunity of living here would give me a foundation for success. But I didn't know how that was gonna happen. I didn't know that I would meet the right people. I didn't know that I would have to figure out some ways to keep that money flowing in. Like, I didn't know if I would be able to pay like my rent on top of everything else. But I knew I would do whatever I needed to. And if I failed, at one point, then I would make sure to reevaluate and do it better next time, or, get another job next time. I think the one lesson that I have learned over the past few days is that I embrace my fears. and tackle them in ways that involve like making a video even though I'm tired and emotionally drained and not very sure about what the hell I was going to talk about. It's through doing things like that, like just doing it, just talking about it, just going and starting that business, just going and making connections, just going to that event. We don't have to have a solidified, written in stone plan. It's not necessary. If you anticipate that, things may not go your way, you are putting yourself up for success and understanding and revelations and epiphanies and all of that. Like, you're putting yourself up to be enlightened. So if any of you are having doubts, if your fears are overwhelming, if you truly just feel down right now, understand your failures are steps to success, but you must learn from them. Einstein said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And you do need to remember that whenever you do fail, like to not do the same thing over again, because the outcome would be the same, and to expect it not to be would be insane. So in saying that, anticipate and embrace failure, anticipate that plans will fall through, learn from your mistakes, and they may not even be, considered mistakes. It could just have happened, like COVID-19 just happened to us. But just like that, as an individual, in anticipating the inevitable, you set yourself up for success, and that you're confident enough to reevaluate and change up your approach to whatever goal you have in mind. And that is when you optimize every experience for the better. You leverage that failure as a means to get to your success. And without that, there would be no greater plan. I think that failure shows us, it is a way of that person showing us that our plans are not the greater plan. Failure is the reminder that there is something better waiting for you. It is the revelation that there is a much better way of achieving something that we have our minds set on. So don't allow failure or plans that fall through to hinder your motivation to work towards whatever accomplishment you're trying to achieve. And always remember that within you, you have all you need. So thank you for joining me today at CC Speaks. I pray that you all are thriving, even if that means just getting yourself up in the morning, eating meals on a regular basis, and then getting your sleep on. I hope that you are thriving. If something's happened to you amidst COVID or something hasn't gone as planned, just remember that there is a greater plan, there's a greater purpose for whatever you're going through. I hope that you all have a great weekend, that you share and spread love, and that you protect your peace. Follow me on Instagram at cc_QT, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.